Hello, welcome back to the Midseason Showdown. This is the last round of Swiss, it's the 5th battle, and we have Allan, Martinez, and Garrett. I'm gonna make sure I pronounce this right. It's kind of far away. Garrett, Stuffler. I want to make sure I get your names right because I feel terrible if I get it wrong on stream. Anyway, this is gonna be it. They are both 2-2, so whoever loses this out of the tournament, whoever's in, still has a shot at making top cut. And we got the screen up right now. Let's take a look. Again, I don't know what it is with this Umbreon. It's everywhere today. That's like the third one I've seen, or just walking around, maybe second, I don't know. But Allan on the left side got Excelgor, Salamence, Umbreon, Tapu Lele, Groudon, and Dawnwing's Necrozma. Garrett on the right got Kartana, Incineroar, Kangaskhan, Tapu Fini, Xerneas, and Groudon. So now, looking at it, I think here you obviously have the Tapu Lele and Excelgor combination here, which is going to be very, very threatening. But, I'm just looking at Garrett's team. I'm not necessarily sure that's going to be the best call. Xerneas is able to really handle that. Is able to handle Salamence and the Necrozma forms. I think what Garrett needs to do to win this is utilize that Xerneas well and know how to counter Allan's Groudon, and then type matchup-wise, I think he's got the advantage here. But you never know if you play it right. That's why you have a counter for everything. Even on the surface, you'll have some sort of strategy. Like you usually don't see Excelgor without Tapu Lele, but we're going to see it come out here with Dawnwing's Necrozma, while Tapu Fini and Incineroar lead from Garrett's side. So we see that Misty Terrain come out before the Intimidate, so obviously Tapu Fini's faster. That's not a surprise. But what's interesting here is we don't have the Psychic Terrain, but we have Necrozma. So is that bait, or is that gonna be... Because Incineroar could go for a Fake Out, and by Excelgor going for swapping in, and we're gonna actually see Acid Spray first. That's gonna target the Incineroar. So it looks like maybe targeting the Incineroar before anything. Special Defense drop there. We see the Earth Power from the Dawnwing's Necrozma. No Fake Out. We haven't seen Fake Out a lot today, even though we've seen lots of Pokemon that carry it. And that Incineroar goes down thanks to that combo, while Nature's Madness from Tapu Fini is going to knock down the Ultra Necrozma down to half health. And it hit this time. One thing I remember, just for some reason, Nature's Madness does not hit on stream. It's very rare you see it hit on stream. I think it's some sort of luck thing, I don't know, but it's rare to see it hit. Regardless, Allan has a really nice opening here, or opening to hit Garrett's side, with the Xerneas coming out, and Excelgor with Acid Spray. It's going to lower its special defense, so with the Geomancy, it's got normal special defense. Necrozma hasn't gone Ultra yet. I think we're going to see the Necrozma switch out. It's going to go into Tapu Lele, so activate the Psychic Seed there from the Excelgor, and that's going to really speed it up. That's going to lower that special defense enough where Tapu Lele, if it is carrying a Focus Sash or anything of the sort, will see it. But you also have Struggle Bug, and Struggle Bug is, the combination of both Acid Spray and Struggle Bug is insane, because special attack drop is really crucial on Xerneas. If it goes for a Geomancy now, which it will, one more Struggle Bug, which Excelgor, I believe, will outspeed the Xerneas before it, or even after the Geomancy. One more Struggle Bug is going to get it down to back to neutral special attack. So yeah, you'll be a bit bulky, but then Excelgor can go ahead and knock that out with a single Acid Spray. So Light Screen going to definitely help, because this Xerneas, just even though it's set up with Geomancy, it's not safe. I'm guessing we're going to see a Dazzling Gleam or a Moonblast. I actually don't know if keeping Xerneas in at this spot is the right play. Tapu Lele going to switch out, doesn't want to get hit. It's going to go into Groudon, which just counters the Xerneas even more. So really unfortunate there for Garrett. And if you go for a Struggle Bug, it's down to neutral special attack. Go for the Acid Spray, down to neutral special defense. So it's pick your poison or bugs there, I guess. The Desolate Land coming out, going to put definite pressure. And Encore coming out on that Xerneas. And that is where you can now you've trapped the Xerneas completely, because you could keep as it spams Geomancy, you could keep lowering its stats. The Icy Wind, however, will affect the Excelgor. It's a critical hit on the Excelgor, which is kind of unfortunate when it's a critical hit on a move that does like 0 damage, but hey, in this case, it's alright. You know, so Allan really nailed this. I think just at this point, you spam Precipice Blades. I don't think there's anything else you can do. Garrett might need to swap that Xerneas out. That was a brilliant play with the Encore. Xerneas going to stay with that Geomancy, but, you know, and the Icy One's a bit tough. With the Icy One, now Xerneas is the fastest one on the field, so I would just try and double attack it. And we're going to actually see a final Gambit onto the Xerneas, and that comboed with the Precipice Blade should be able to knock it out. Excelgor is gone. Icy One once again going to lower Groudon's stats, or Speed Stab, not going to, it's going to really matter here, because as long as it clicks the Precipice Blades and hits the Xerneas, then it's gone. There's the Precipice Blades, does not miss, that Xerneas is out of there. Tapu Fini, going to go down to half health. That is the power of Primal Groudon from Allan's side. So now we have that Necrozma coming back, hasn't ultra'd yet, so still, and with the Psychic Terrain up, that's really going to help. Garrett can't reset that. Kartana being the last Pokemon we see from Garrett's side, and that's not good at all because you click Eruption, and it is gone. Unless it's carrying a Focus Sash. And there's that Ultra Necrozma coming out now. I mean, it's going to be fastest on the field, and you could go for the Ultra Necrozma Photon Geyser. You could do that, but and it's actually just going to protect. Oh, there's the knockoff from Kartana. Gonna target. Oh, of course, there's knockoff on Kartana, and that's not going to do too much as we see the Eruption come out from Groudon. Gonna go ahead and target that Kartana, and gets it down to Focus Sash. Not very effective on Tapu Fini, but now I think what you do, you get rid of the Kartana, and it's over. You know, Allan played that one brilliantly, I think. He did a nice job at keeping his Pokemon in good shape. Groudon and Necrozma, very key players, very key attackers, and they were able to last the whole match, so there is that Z Crystal, just for the heck of it, to make sure that if anything protects, they don't die. Or they will die, excuse me, they don't save themselves. And there we go, light that burns the sky. It is, I'm actually gonna laugh if this is on the Kartana. Because, and it's nothing to do with the stats or anything. This giant thing, oh, it's Tapu Fini. But I was gonna say, this giant Ultra Dragon thing is using this giant geyser of power to eliminate 1 health out of that Kartana. But no, it's going on the Tapu Fini. It's a bit more useful. And now the knockoff is going to connect with the Necrozma. It's gone, but it doesn't matter because Groudon's going to be able to click on Eruption and get rid of that Kartana after it Beast Boots itself. And that is it. Allan's going to take game 1. Alright, so Allan definitely, his strength there was getting that Pokemon, his legendaries, in the right spot to counter Garrett's team. I said earlier that Garrett had, on paper, a good team with the Xerneas, but Allan, with that Excelgor and the Groudon, put Xerneas in its place. So Garrett needs to, I think, kind of lay back on the Xerneas, wait until the Groudon is out, or hold back, or just start off with it, so that way you can start attacking before Excelgor and Groudon. I think if in this case, what I would do is go with, there's 2 options you can go with. I think Incineroar is a nice, Incineroar Xerneas, if I were Garrett, would be the best lead, so you can get the Fake Out and Intimidate. If they lead with Excelgor Tapu Lele, you can switch your Xerneas to Tapu Fini and Fake Out, prevent anything bad from happening there. And just kind of save it, but I think setting up Xerneas right away is going to be pretty impressive. There we go. We got that Excelgor and Ultra or Necrozma Dawn Wings. Not yet Ultra. It was just a minute ago. But there's that Xerneas and Tapu Lele, a Finny combo. I think there's not really anything stopping Allan from going into Tapu Lele here and getting that Excelgor some help. I think the best thing if you're Garrett, this is not a terrible spot. You could switch either one of your Pokemon, or you can prevent, or no matter if Allan switches either one of his Pokemon, you're in a decent spot because instead of the Geomancy and Icy Wind, so the Excelgor won't be as fast as Xerneas, and we're going to see Ultra Necrozma go straight up Ultra. But I was thinking that the Tapu Lele is going to pose a threat here. Excelgor going straight for Final Gambit, not going to waste any time targeting that Tapu Fini, and it gets it out. Which is interesting because that Xerneas is still going to pose a threat, but that Tapu Fini can no longer support it. Photon Geyser from the Ultra Necrozma onto that Xerneas, not going to knock it out, and this Xerneas is free to Geomancy. So I think Choice Scarf is going to be really what Garrett should be fearing. Yeah, his Xerneas is fast, but if let's say Tapu Lele that we saw earlier is Choice Scarf, that's not going to be very good because that's going to be able to knock out the Xerneas, even though with a Dazzling Gleam you'll knock out the Necrozma. It's 3-3. Garrett's got the power boost, Allan's got the health boost. Could go either way. Groudon coming out, going to threaten that Xerneas, but at the same time, Garrett might be prepared for that now as he sends an Incineroar. First off, you can fake it out and just start Dazzling Gleaming or Moon Blasting. Yeah, I think here you fake out the Primal Groudon and take out the Necrozma or whatever comes out on that side. Just click Moon Blast, and then you do that. And because honestly, I think the only thing that would really counter that is if Necrozma protects, but at the same time, if you fake out the Groudon, then you're guaranteed to get another spot out, or another time out on the next turn. The only thing is that Tapu Lele switches out in favor of Necrozma. You don't get the fake out, which is what's going to happen here. But if Garrett saw this coming, he could Moonblast the Tapu Lele and remove it from play, leaving then his last Pokemon with Incineroar. And there's the fake out, which you kind of have to do. But the Moonblast here is going to target a Tapu Lele, plus 2 special attack. Tapu Lele goes down, so now Allan's down to his last 2 legendaries, even though the Precipice Blades is going to connect here. And that Precipice Blades is not going to KO either one of Garrett's Pokemon, and that is why, wow, okay, that is why it's not over till it's over. Allan now has to bring out his Necrozma, unfortunately there for him, because now you click Moonblast and goodbye Necrozma, and that's going to come down to, it will still come down to his last Pokemon, because unfortunately for him, Groudon I think is very strong, but at the same time, I believe it was intimidated, and that's why the Precipice Blades didn't knock out, but that Intimidate really cripples it, to the point where Incineroar can go get some chip damage onto it to allow for Garrett's last Pokemon behind Xerneas to knock it out for good. But Necrozma here, I think, is a sitting duck if it doesn't have Protect. There's that Moonblast. We kind of saw it switch out, which kind of gave this clue it's not going to Protect, but it actually is targeting the Groudon. It's not very effective, but the critical hit knocks out the Groudon. Oh my goodness. And there's the Sunlight disappearing. Earth Power from Necrozma. Gonna target the Incineroar. Garrett's gonna take this game. You turn out for Incineroar too, just because the Earth Power wasn't strong enough, of course. Wow. That was not what I expected. That was a critical hit save right there. That was incredible. Groudon from Garrett's side coming out too. We now know the last Pokemon. It wasn't really much of a surprise that we were going to see another Legendary, but just to confirm it. And at this point, with that Xerneas, you click on Moonblast. Like I said at the top of the match, Garrett here, if he can position his Xerneas right, it can sweep a good chunk of the team, even the stuff that resisted, evidently. And, you know, that's what I'm thinking between Allan and Garrett. It's whoever wins it is gonna. Whoever wins this is really. It just depends on how you position your legendaries. Xerneas was able to set up that Geomancy and knock out everything of Allan's. Allan was able to set up his Necrozma earlier with Groudon and was able to knock out all of those, all of Garrett's team. So, you know, in that case, it just goes to show you it's either way it could work. So now we're going to a game 3. And, you know, I think each person has been bringing in the correct Pokemon. I don't think that anyone has made a mistake by bringing in the wrong one. But I do think just positioning is what matters in this game. Alright, let's see. And, you know, I wouldn't be surprised here if we see Excelgor and Tapu Lele just double down on that Xerneas slot, because it definitely threatened Allan's team, as we saw. I doubt we'll see the Umbreon or Salamence. It really isn't a good matchup for either one of those with Garrett. Salamence is okay, but I think with what Allan's had, it worked the first match. I don't think there's a change needed. Garrett, on the other hand, you really Tapu Fini, Incineroar, Xerneas, Groudon is such a powerful combination that I don't think you need anything else. Possibly, if anything, just switch out Tapu Fini, but we saw Kartana in the first match. It didn't really do too much. I'm thinking here, maybe Kangaskhan. But if anything, you'd want to switch out the Tapu Fini. Garrett's locked. He's ready. Allan looks like he's taking his time. I'm not sure, though. I think, again, Allan might want to swap out one of his Pokemon for Salamence. Maybe the Excelgor for Salamence. But, yeah, I think that in this case, we're going to see the same Pokemon from the last round. But anything could happen. Alright, let's get into the final Swiss match of the Midseason Showdown. Wow, that is tough to say. Final Swiss match of the Midseason Showdown. It's not the final Switch match, we're just starting those, okay. But we're going to kick things off with similar leads. Garrett leading Incineroar Xerneas, Allan leading Celebrate the Necrozma. There's that Intimidate between the Excelgor and the Necrozma, but not going to really matter. It does matter, on the other hand, for the Final Gambit. We did see that earlier. We're not seeing Final Gambit right away. I think Excelgor, I think we're going to see Necrozma switch out for Tapu Lele. That was something I thought last time too, but in this case, it does prevent the Fake Out. And Fake Out on Excelgor, set up the Geomancy. Necrozma could do whatever, because it cannot light that burns the sky right away. But it's going to switch out. So yeah, as expected, we're going to see that Lele switch in. Prevent anything from happening with that. So prevent any pickups happening from the Incineroar, as well as boost the Excelgor. So Excelgor is the fastest on the field. Struggle Bug going to lower the special attack of both of the opposing Pokemon. Critical hit on Xerneas, not that it matters. And that special attack drop, you know, I think here, Geomancy, I think if you're Excelgor, you go straight up for Final Gambit, because on this next turn, you're going to get knocked out, no matter what happened. Even though Xerneas is going to be at +1, maybe +2, you're still probably going to get knocked out. Like I just said, you're gonna get knocked out. So there's that Flare Blitz to the Excelgor, and it is onto the Excelgor. It's gone. Incineroar takes some damage, but it is gone. And Groudon coming out. We did see it be threatened a bit earlier. I think the Moonblast is gonna do. Well, we know the Moonblast will do at least 66% with a +2. So with that in mind, now at +1. The combination here is going to be a bit tough. I think we're going to see Xerneas protect and Incineroar switch out. Maybe sacrifice a Pokemon here, or go into Kartana. Kartana would be a good one if Garrett's carrying it. If not, go into another Groudon. Oh, not the other Groudon, because he would have to focus on Precipice Blade, or be threatened by Precipice Blades. But we are going to see that Incineroar switch out. And it's going to switch out into Tapu Fini, which is actually really nice. A really nice play there. And I think if you just do that and protect your Groudon, or Xerneas from the Groudon, there's a shot you can take it out on the next turn. But Xerneas not going to waste any time, just go straight up Moonblast, this time onto the top of Lele. it is not going to take it out because of the struggle bug we saw earlier. As Tapu Lele goes for the Moonblast to chip Xerneas and the Precipice Blades to finish it. Tapu Fini misses it though. And it's not enough for the knockout on the Xerneas though, so Garrett's still in this game. He's got all 4 Pokemon in the back. We know one of them is Incineroar. Could be Groudon, could be Kartana in the last slot. Could also, we're going to see, actually, you know what, Dazzling Gleam, we're going to see that right away. Knock out the Tapu Lele. And the Precipice Blades from Groudon. This time I'm going to miss the Xerneas. Oh, and the Fini, a double miss. A double miss. Oh, what a poor, oh gosh, result there. Wow. That was, oh man, that was exciting, but not obviously for Allan, but that is something you don't see every day. I feel bad for Allan. Out of the 4 times he used Precipice Blades, it hits 2 Pokemon, so it's 4 times it could have hit, and it missed 3 out of the 4 times. Moonblast not going to knock out the Donling's Necrozma. Precipice Blades finally hits. Doesn't knock out either, thanks to the heal pulse we saw earlier. Photon Geyser from Necrozma, gonna get rid of the Xerneas for good though. And that is the rest you'll see of Xerneas for this match. But the Icy Wind from Tapu Fini is gonna slow down both Groudon and Necrozma. Well, now if Garrett brings in his own Groudon, he clicks Precipice Blades, hope it doesn't misses like it did for Allan, and wins the match. Let's see, you know, I was talking earlier about stream luck. It just shows you, for some reason, some of those crazy oddities, like 3 misses in a row of Precipice Blades happens on stream. So Groudon from Allan's side going to protect itself, does not want to go down quite yet. Necrozma going to protect itself. It just wants to scout out what's going to happen. It's pretty clear what's going to happen, though. Precipice Blades, Icy Wind. I mean, that's my guess. Maybe Heal Pulse, if they're feeling confident. No, it's Icy Wind. If they thought maybe that if it missed and they were scared, then he could have Heal Pulse. So now is the time where we see the Ultra Necrozma once again. We see Earth Power from the Ultra Necrozma. Not going to knock out the Groudon quite yet, but it drops the special defense. Groudon from Garrett's side going to go for Precipice Blades. And that is going to KO both of Allan's Pokemon. And with that, we have Garrett emerge victorious in the final match of Swiss. That was an epic match. I'm still getting over that triple Precipice miss. I feel terrible for Allan, though, about that. But you know what? That's the way the game is. Sometimes stuff like that's going to happen. But stick around, because when we come back, top 8, and we might see more crazy stuff like that. Who knows? So see you guys then.